Hi dear friend, welcome in this video. This is my introduction to my channel, and I try to be as brief as I can for you because I don't want to burden your time too much and going to search through all my videos. I started this channel as a part of my school. I have a school in Chinese medicine, and I was developing from a land-based school towards an online school. So a lot of the videos that I make, they're actually videos for the online programs that I am now at this moment running. But at the same time, I also make, through my Patreon, I make public posts, vlog posts about all kinds of things that have to do with Chinese medicine, with Daoland alchemy, with Tai Chi Kung Fu, and so on and so on. I also explain a little bit about my life normally, because in this last phase of my life, which is now lasting over 30 years, almost 30 years, I am involved with teaching Tai Chi Chuan, Chinese medicine, and so on. I have been studying for my PhD in comparative medicine to try to understand the relationship between the West and the East, but also to understand more about Chinese medicine. And I lived for this for about 13 years within the Daoist community. After that, I got married, have children, and I'm still doing the same monk things that I always did. Before that time, I had a career as a painter. I used to paint, well, figuratively, and I dropped out of art school because they thought I was too experienced with painting. I already had some 50 exhibitions at the time when I went to art school. I tried all kind of other things. I'm not very suitable for an office job. I'm too creative, too artistic, so to say, and it's not something to brag about because it can be quite a nuisance at times. I'm not suffering of workaholism, or I'm not ADHD, although sometimes people seem to think like that. But I'm very driven in what I do, but I'm also very driven in sharing things with people. And not so much because I like to be a teacher, but it's more because I think that some of the things that I figure out, I have the luck to figure out, everybody should know. I'm trying to develop with you, if you are getting interested, a form of natural healthcare based on these things that I am teaching and that I'm sharing with people. And in this, everybody has to have his own path, of course. This is also why this channel is called Daoland Everywhere. Dao for seeking Dao and using Dao, as Daoists do, because officially I'm a Daoist monk. And then the land, of course, because at the moment when you start self-cultivating with Daoist methods, the world becomes a different place. And as a result of that, you are living in a different kind of country than your neighbors, even though you are living in the same street. This is how it is. And I think you came to this channel for exactly the same reason as I created this channel, because you're curious about what you can do about yourself, how to improve yourself, what kind of skills there are to learn, and why everybody's only doing one or two things, and why not the whole shabam. And this is actually what the Daoland program is about. It's about gradually developing all the different kind of skills to make sure that you go from whatever level you are at with your practice, that you can go to the highest level and eventually end up being an immortal. Because in the end, that is what it's all about. Overcoming your diseases, your handicaps, your psychological problems, your emotional issues, and then gradually developing into a sort of super healthy being. And super healthy beings, they just do not die unless maybe when they fall off a plane. I like to make bad jokes. I try to avoid them in my videos because it's not always going to help, but I get commented on that sometimes. So if that is annoying you, swat, that's your problem, not mine. I am not the most friendly person sometimes. I am very analytical about all kinds of things, and sometimes analysis can look like criticism. So that means that what I present and what I say is in that sense investigated. It's not something from nothing. I am, after all, also a researcher. I'm a Daoist, and I try to make sure that when I can achieve immortality, that you can also find a pathway. So in the wake of what I'm doing, and hopefully together we can work on all kinds of things, and we can figure it out. We can figure out how to become an immortal. And that's what this channel is for, to help you on your way. But of course, it would be better to come to my classes and to start studying the whole thing. That would be great. In this channel, I also share with you some of the aspects of my creative process. And I'll show you after this piece the video that I originally made as a presentation. And I think it is interesting to know, because the whole point of self-cultivation is that every mistake is a recognizable mistake and every mistake can be corrected. That means there is no permanence in the reality, and if there is no permanence, then it means things can be improved and things can maybe be made worse. And in the presentation that I made first, I emphasized that part, and I don't want to withhold that from you. So enjoy watching that. Hi, my dear friends. I hope you are enjoying this channel when you're watching it. As you can see, there's a lot of resources in there about Daoist classics, about Chinese medicine classics, about learning internal alchemy, about learning Tai Chi Chuan, Qigong, Kung Fu. There are some classes that are being shared that we are doing with our students in our online program. But if you are enjoying this class and you haven't become a member yet on this channel, I would really appreciate if you would click the membership button underneath the screen or somewhere on this page, because you will help my channel very much and you help my classes very much, because of your action a lot of people more can see my channel, and if you enjoy it, maybe other people will want to enjoy it too. And I would really very much like to share what I have learned over the last 50 years from my life on medicine and Daoist philosophy, Buddhism and so on with other people, because I think a lot of people are in a similar situation like me. Maybe you are. I assume that you are on a pathway to learn many of the similar things that I've learned, or maybe you want to learn them but you don't have any access to them, and you will find them on my channel. I know there's a lot of popular teachers. They do not usually give you that much airtime, and they don't give you that much quality time in class online for the kind of prices that I am using. It is not that I am in a very poor country. My country is not poor at all, but it is common to share things that are valuable for a good price. That means not a high price, but it's a low price. So with everything, I'm aiming to benefit both you and myself, of course, because more members means very simply that I can keep my prices low over a longer time. I can invite other people to work with me and to share some of the burden of trying to get this channel to be better and better and better. For the rest, if you do not want to become a member or anything like that, no hard feelings. I hope you have a very happy life, and I hope you enjoy the content of my channel. I look forward to see you next time in the next movie.